Good day. I will be discussing about the Module 6, the various techniques and style in food preparation. So first, we will define or discuss the food preparation. So food preparation is the action that are performed to prepare food to either ensure that the food we consume is safe to eat or to enhance the flavor. So, what are the food preparation techniques? Food preparation techniques are the techniques that used to prepare a variety of food items. People use different preparation techniques depending on the type of food, and using the correct preparation technique is important to ensure the food is properly cooked. So, people prepare different categories of food such as meats, fruits, and vegetables. So, there are different food preparation techniques generally used. So first, sauteing. So sauteing is a difficult cooking method that can be used with so many different kinds of food, from fish, vegetables, and meats to noodles. In this technique, the food is tossed around in the skillet quite a bit. So sauteing uses a heated pan with a small layer of oil to cook food quickly. So one of the example of this is mushroom or shrimp or chicken liver that you can seasoning. So next is the stir frying. So stir frying in a classic stir fry, the food is always cut into similarly sized bite-sized pieces so that it cooks evenly. This method is usually referred to in a various Asian cuisine. So, stir frying uses a heated pan to fry meat or vegetables over heat, a high heat or while stirring rapidly. So if one of the example of this is pancit bihon, that Filipino stir-fried rice noodles with meat and vegetable. So the next is braising. So braising, usually this term is used in conjunction with meat. And braising the food is often browned first, through not necessarily, and then it is finished in a low oven. So, braising is a combination cooking method that uses both wet and dry heats. Typically, the food is first browned at the high temperature, then simmered in a covered pot in cooking liquid. One of the example of this is braised pork belly. So, the next is steaming. Steaming, in this cooking technique, a consistent flow of hot air cooks the food gently, and it is very popular in Asia cooking. So steaming uses a specialized tool called a steamer or pot with boiling water to create water vapor to cook the food. So one of the examples this is steamed ground pork or beef. The next is baking. Baking simply means cooking food in oven, usually uncovered, using indirect dry heat. The terms are often used when discussing food like bread, cooking muffins, and other rule bake. So, baking uses an oven set as a specified temperature to cook a variety of dishes. So one of the example of this is bread or cupcake. So next is roasting. Roasting is a slow Roasting is one of the less hands-on cooking method, perfect for when you need to get dinner going but then have some other things clamoring for your attention before it's time to eat. So roasting is a slow cooking process using indirect diffuse heat to cook its ingredients. So it is a dry heat cooking method where hot air surrounds the food and cook it evenly on all sides at a temperature of at least 150 degrees Celsius. The heat can also be derived from an open flame, an oven, or other heat source. So one of example of this is roasted chicken or roast beef. So the next is broiling. So broiling refers to the cooking food under the broiler, which sometimes is a separate drawer in your oven and sometimes requires you to place the top rack in your oven. Foods that take best to this cooking method are foods that cook through quickly. So broiling, it is an exposing food to direct radiant heat, either on a grill over live coals or below a gas burner or electric coil. So one of the example of this is strip stick. Next is grilling. Grilling is the food preparation technique of fire over direct heat, usually fairly the high heat. So grilling uses a specialized tool called a grill to cook food items, and the people often cook meats and vegetable using grills. Some of example of this is corn or barbecue or like a milkfish that we usually grill. So that's all for the food preparation techniques and start. So thank you for listening.